Welcome to another edition of Jim Fixes Things. Kind of, sort of. Today I need to see if I can fix this. I know, you're thinking, it's an axe. How do you fix an axe? See that? Really, really dull. But seriously, I was trying to chop wood the other day for the fire pit for my wife and look all manly, and this thing just bent the wood. It was pretty pathetic. So I need to get this that I inherited from my father and see if I can put my hatchet to the grindstone. Okay. It's a little heavy. Of course, I don't have a bench to put it on, so I'll just have to use it right where it is. Need an extension cord, which I just happen to have a bunch of. Okay, here's the plug. Now for an outlet. I didn't know until now, but apparently we only have one plug in the whole garage. But I found it. Now the supreme test. Can he do it? Put down in the comments if you think I've got what it takes to at least make this thing work and cut up. I don't know, a toothpick or matchstick. Oop. That's a great way to get holes in your clothes from sparks. You need to work this thing from a different angle. Maybe more like this. $45 degrees. Oh. Okay. Well, at least it's shiny. Shinier than it was. Maybe I did something. I guess that means now all we have to do is test it, huh? This time in front of you guys. Hopefully I'm not embarrassed again. Okay, before we go any further, needless to say, don't sharpen an axe like I sharpen an axe. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I got lucky. Okay, the big test. All needs a piece of wood. I'm nervous. Let's try the small one first. Here we go. It's not working. I'm just bludgeoning it. I don't think it likes it either. Well, you know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, go buy a new axe. I think I did just make the wood angry. I know it's 45-degree angles, I've got a good grinder. I just got no skill, evidently. Well, actually, I can't say I don't have skill if I don't know what I'm doing, if I've never done it before. Again, as I inherited this from my dad. It works really well. It's been sitting about 15 years now. Definitely a testament to how well it's made. You know, as long as the people that have one know how to use it, that's the thing, I think. Don't worry, there are some other things I can tackle, like these wonky wheels. I've tried tightening them, and they really don't tighten anything I've tried. They tighten, but they still do this. So they're really not useful in most conditions. So this is something I can do at a future date. And maybe figure out what to do with these. Never worked with plastic sawhorses. I mean, they're great. They're cheap, but the middle falls apart. Right here where it's supposed to lock together and stay steady. And they tend to want to fold on you, but again, they're cheap, so I don't think I need to fix those. Okay, just so you know, it wasn't a total bust today trying to sharpen the hatchet. I accidentally dropped it on the extension cord while I was rolling it up and cut the cord. So, yeah, Okay, I want to take a few minutes for full disclosure. When I say I'm not much of a handyman, I'm really not. I've got a huge project list I've got to get done, and I'm not really good about doing those kind of things. I thought, hey, if you make a video about it, it'll give you a reason to do it. And who knows, if you put a channel together, put the videos on there, it might inspire someone to do those same projects. My wife, I love her, is always pushing me to do things I've never done, and I love that challenge. Some of the things like tiling have worked out sometimes, other times not so much. I'm going to keep doing things I've never done because I like to push myself. And if nothing else, stick around. You're going to learn what not to do. If you get what I'm trying to do with this channel, and I know that's a big ask, like and subscribe, because if this channel survives, I plan to move off my chore list once I've learned how to do something and help someone who can't help themselves. If you're going to have something like this, might as well make it count for something, right? So like and subscribe and come back and watch the new videos. That's important too. Thanks. I get this feeling. Yeah, winter has arrived. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Jim Fixes Things. And yes, winter has reared its head, which means I've got winter chores to do around the house. They're not big, but they really got to be done. One of the ones I'm going to show you is one I learned the hard way. And it has to do with this. Yeah, when we first bought the house, I had no idea that you're supposed to take the hose off of the faucet. And what happens if you don't? Oh yes, it's a sad and sordid tale of a $220 plumbing bill. Here's how to avoid it. You do it with these. They're called faucet covers. Less than $5. I could have saved a $220 middle of the night plumbing bill. I know you're wondering, Jim, what happened? Well, the faucet is connected to a pipe that runs into the basement. The pipe froze and burst. Guess where the water went? Needless to say, we don't want that happening again, so this is going on. It's pretty easy to do too. The biggest thing to be concerned about is getting this loop, can you see it? Around here or around here, and then drawing it tight. This is one of those things that's taken me some practice to do, and this is a new one I got. It's got these handy little clippy things, and there's the loop. We want to get it on there. It's pretty darn simple. Just do this. Hold on to the clips that are on this doodad here. Pull tight. There you go. And there's no broken pipes in the middle of the night that cost you $220. Part two of the issue is this hose. It's got a bunch of water in it. I'm gonna have to stretch it out, wind it back up, and put it in the garage so it doesn't freeze. And it'll still be pliable when we need it in spring again. There's few things worse than a hose that's got no spring to it. Okay, faucet number 2. I'll spare you this one. Oh wait, some critter evidently has knocked over our lantern. Evidently hit it pretty hard too. Wow, that thing was in the ground. Okay, good as new. We normally don't get winter until like late November, early December. We're late October, and last night was down to like 30. So yeah, I took a chance on having that pipe bust last night, but got lucky.